I feel like some agents just want to buy a Lambo with people's money.
Even while I was house hunting, the agent was even advising me to rent an husband that is going to give me somebody that is going to act as my husband. I'll give him 10K.
So if I'm not married, I shouldn't have a house of my own.
But check a plot of land selling in Yaba. You see just a plot of land going for 120 million. To build 4 units of a 2-bedroom flat will cost you nothing less than 150 million. In total, 250 million. How many years you want you to collect your rent back?
And this agent told me that there's a condition for him to show me the apartment. I have to pay 100K extra because there's a long list or there's a long chain of agents on top of that property. Please, how's that my problem?
This week on Rant and Bant, we're looking at the top cities where rent is expensive for young Nigerians. And guess which city topped the list? Of course, it's Lagos.
Hi everyone, my name is Irioluwa. I'm a social media manager and a content creator.
My name is Jordan, and I'm a real estate agent. I work with Jordan the Realtor.
My name is Faye. I'm an event stylist and a content creator.
My name is Olatunde and I am a creative strategist and social media specialist.
My name is Baba. Today, I'm a senior digital growth strategist and a professional MC.
Hi everyone, my name is Sonia. I'm a nurse and a freelance real estate agent.
First conducted research on the top 8 cities where young Nigerians struggle most with rent, and Lagos topped the charts. What are my thoughts? I think Lagos is overrated.
People rush into Lagos on a daily basis. If you want blue, now Lagos you go blue.
Lagos is like the jackpot destination.
I think it's now becoming a lot more outrageous than expected.
If you check the research, Banana Island is one of the most expensive places to live in Africa, so it has to be Lagos. So if you want to live in Lagos, you have to afford it.
Lagos, of course, is where you can sleep a poor man and wake up a rich man. Yeah.
The rent is overrated because how do you expect me to pay 2 million naira for rent and I'm paying 3 million naira total package? What is the 1 million naira for?
It's like they want your blood at this point.
Landlord and letting practices, such as requiring large upfront payments, agency fees, guarantors demand, and annual rent, makes it hard or squeeze the life out of first-time earners.
I feel like some agents just want to buy a Lambo with people's money.
Even while I was house hunting, the agent was even advising me to rent an husband that is going to give me somebody that is going to act as my husband. I'll give him 10K.
How will you want to make 1 million naira by leasing out house? You're not selling the house. You are not the owner of the house, but you want to make 1 million naira. I don't understand.
This is actually true. I'm a real estate agent, I won't lie. The prices of houses are very, very, very expensive. But check a plot of land selling in Yaba. You see just a plot of land going for 120 million. To build 4 units of a 2-bedroom flat will cost you nothing less than 150 million. In total, 250 million. How many years you want you to collect your rent back?
Lagos agents, they are very greedy. Landlords are very greedy. Even the house, some does not even worth it.
You see all these lawyers? They determine the prices of those houses. You see those banners at the gate? Those are the lawyers, and they even influence the landlord.
And even the landlord are agreeing to it.
Lawyers will always influence the landlord. In fact, you can pay 2 years and the landlord will not be aware. Because most of the time you pay to the lawyer, and the lawyer might actually remit for 1 year to the landlord. I've had scenarios like that.
They both know what they are doing. It is not like some will say, it is the landlord that wants us to do like that. The landlord will say, it is the agent that is acting like that. If the agent is acting like that, I think the Lagos state government said it should be 10%. Even God said it's 10% we are giving God. So why is it that agents are collecting more than 10%? Like they are collecting like 70% of the money.
And you see this agency fee. For some apartments, the landlord brother is an agent, his sister is an agent, the engineer is an agent. So for example, if you get a house of 2.5 million and some agent to charge 500K, trust me, out of that 500K, they might be going home with 200, 300K. On a normal day, agency fee should be 10%. And if lawyers can allow us to take our 10%, then we are fine.
I mean, how do you tell someone who's probably moving to Lagos for the first time for a 200K per month job, right? Where do they rent in Lagos? Offices in VI, please. Even mainland, where on the mainland do they want to rent, right? Would you have them start going all the way to your corridor? I mean, some people do it, but even right now, as far as I know, rent in the corridor is no longer cheap. Rent anywhere is no longer cheap. So you're having people who cannot afford to rent, right? And then you're not earning enough. How then do they have money to do other things, right? There's feeding, there's upkeep to do. So it's really crazy.
My friend can be my guarantor. My parents can be my guarantor. If my parents are not in Lagos, my sister or any of my siblings, anybody can stand as my guarantor. So far, the person has a national ID card or whatever. So you can't be telling me that I must be married. So if I'm not married yet, am I supposed to be sleeping under the bridge?
Now, you hear what happens online where you give a tenant an apartment, and the worst part is if the landlord doesn't stay there. The tenant can do anything in the house, and when special authorities come, they don't care if the tenants brought a guarantor or not. They will lock the whole property entirely. So guarantors are very, very important.
Agents are the architects of house hunting problems in Lagos.
Agent one, landlord one, both of them collabo.
Generally, everybody's driven by greed. Agents, even landlords and developers in Lagos right now.
The prices that the agents are requesting is too much. Why do I have to pay inspection fee? Because I feel like the best thing to even do is just for the landlords to start writing house to rent outside their house.
We know that you want to make money. Yes. As a landlord, yes, you want to make money. But at least be considerate.
For a property, rent is going for 1.5 million naira. Agency on top of that is 300,000 naira. And this agent told me that, there's a condition for him to show me the apartment that I have to pay I have to pay 100K extra because there's a long list or there's a long chain of agents on top of that property. Please, how's that my problem?
Atasa. It's some extent true, but not always true. Some agents are evil. Some agents will collect inspection fee from you, won't show up. Some agents will show up and tell you to come and meet them in a different location that is not even close to the property. An agent will send you a video. You will come to the apartment. It's a different apartment entirely.
I think there should be like some people that we can report to and arrest them and jail them. If we can jail like 5 of them, the rest are going to learn their lesson.
I'll pay first agent for inspection fee. It's going to take me to like 2 houses that does not make any sense. Then I'll now look for another agent, pay another money, and go and look for and I'll pay like 5 agents. If you want to rent house in this Lagos, you need at least 5 agents, and then you pay every one of them for inspection. So the agents are a very big problem.
I totally agree to that. Because you find landlords don't even know current status of what house fees are going for. You see agents telling them, this house now costs more than this. Can you please go ahead and this? All of that. I would give a personal example for even when I was looking for a house recent time. I got connected to about 5 agents. I got connected to a friend. Okay, I want to move to your area. This is the agent that got me the house. From there, moved us to another agent. Another agent, I know this person, moved to another agent. Before you know the particular house I got, this is not the agent in charge. So it's like the connection had to now be there. The agency fee, they have to now share it in between. So I think it's a whole lot of process. We need just probably give policies for agents or scrap it.
And also, clients should stop stressing agents. Now, you have a budget for a Ikorodu and you're looking for an apartment in Bagada. It's not possible. So your budget equates the kind of property you want to get.
What is one advice you would give anyone house hunting in Lagos?
Be patient, take your time. Agents will warn you.
If you rush, you will collect rubbish.
Have this thing, have a way. Because in this Lagos, you have to be mad to live in Lagos.
You should stand on your budget because they would want to make you increase your budget, giving you series of houses. They'll first start with the ones that you will not like, telling you this is for 800, this is for 900, and you wouldn't like it.
Because they expect that they show you an apartment, you should take it just because, right? How do you show me an apartment that doesn't have nets? And you expect me to take it just because, and they try to bamboozle you and tell you, just get the house, you can do anything you want, you can furnish it how you like, please.
They will keep the best house for the last. They will take you to the worst buildings first. That's where they will take you to. The buildings that people have been rejecting, that's where they will take you to. So you must be patient. Go to the first one, just observe the second one, the third. Tell the agent, before you pay, tell the agent that, please, this money that I'm paying you, how many places are you taking me to? So you must be patient and ask questions before paying any agents.
And make sure you go and check the house when it is raining. I know what I'm going through. The house I collected, though it was when it was raining,
it's not a joking matter, because Lagos is water. I think a lot of places in Nigeria anyway, but Lagos is water. So go during rainy season.
Take your time, find something decent. It's going to be a harrowing experience. You'll be on it for a long time, but yeah, be patient.
And most importantly, for people like people that work hybrid or remote, please take your network, go and check. Is your service provider working well there? You need to check before you take such house.
Once you get to an apartment and you see tiles on the wall, like outside tiles, just know that wall, water will start coming from down upward. So you have to be very, very careful. I'll talk about inspection fee. This inspection fee, some agents are just out for this money. Say that 10,000, 20,000, they prefer to collect that money than to give you an apartment. So in most cases, except you trust the agent, if it doesn't show up, don't pay inspection fee.
What is the wildest experience you've had or heard during house hunting?
So I went to this particular house to check the apartment, and this mini flat has 2 toilets, like mini flats having 2 toilets with no kitchen. Are we mad? Why do we have 2 toilets in a house without kitchen? The kitchen is literally in the living room that they just put this washing dish, hang it one place. I asked the man, sorry, how do I cook? And I don't mean 2 good toilets, oh. I mean one like this. They built it like this. It's like, you know, triangle shape, that if you put yourself inside, you cannot put buckets down. And the second one is very small also. So that like Lagos house.
I almost fell into a septic tank in a house that they use plank as the septic tank. I even made a video of it. Like, I was traumatized for weeks. I got home and I was crying. Like, it was just crazy. The structures of houses in this Lagos is not even worth the prices that they are calling. And I was traumatized for a week because of that experience.
When I was looking for a house, there was a particular house I got to, just one entrance. And in the entrance, to your left, immediately to your left, you find a kitchen. Then in between, just at the next building, the next room, there's the toilet. So if you are using the toilet, the window is connected to the kitchen. So you're using the toilet, the smell comes to the kitchen before it leaves the entire building. So I think they need to do well with the structuring. So that's the structure, yeah. Very funny experience.
Now, what is your take on landlords requesting for married people, tribal sentiments and whatnot?
That is very ridiculous, if I would say, because how can a landlord be asking for me to be married first before having my own house? What if I'm not married? So if I'm not married, I shouldn't have a house of my own. Okay, so I have a client again that I took to, same K2. The landlord was requesting for a Yoruba tenant and she was Igbo. And he was like, okay, oh, I cannot give you this house, oh, but if you would be my girlfriend, I would give you the house. I will invite you to come and be eating pepper soup. I mean, it's just, don't worry, it's too much. It's just too much.
Now, if you had the power to fix the house hunting problem in Lagos, what would you do?
The first thing is to scrape agents.
I don't know. I think I'm just going to make a rule, and you must abide by the rule. You dare not.
I feel like there has to be a stricter regulation. Government is dancing around it, you know, by saying, oh, don't pay them more than 10%. But literally, an agent said to me point blank that, oh, I ain't back on here, which means that was then, right? So clearly, they are no longer following the 10% rule. Lagos State government is making it look like, oh, they are enforcing it by asking people to report, but how many people can you really report? I feel like there should be a more proactive measure to it.
So landlords should start putting I think that's what they used to do way back. People used to put house to rent. Everybody will go there and request that, let me see the house, so I'll not need to pay inspection fee. Scrape agents first, no more agents. Yes, so there will not be agency fee. That one is already off the rent. You just go there, tell the landlord, okay, I like your house, and you pay the rent. The agents, because some agents even used to advise the landlord to increase the rent because they are the ones going everywhere. The landlord is only minding his house, but the agents will tell them that the houses in that side, somebody's house is more expensive, and they'll be telling the agents they should just remove the agents first. And then Lagos, I feel like, well, because so many things are happening in Lagos, and I don't know, I feel like Lagos.
Now, when you talk about the landlords fix the prices. And then there are some wicked landlords. They don't care the situation of the country, the economic situation. Some places, you see a 2-bedroom at Ikotun going for 3 million naira. A 2-bedroom. So some landlords want to get their return on investment in 5-10 years, which is not even possible. So there are some landlords that are not considerate. So landlords are part of the factors. And you talk about agents. Agents are the reasons why house hunting are so hard, but especially agency.
Well, I think it's a combination of all of these problems, right? Lagos already is expensive, right? It's been expensive, but regardless, there's now greed that drives the agents and the landlords, right? So agents understand that rent somewhere is going for this amount, right? And so they feed this information to the landlords. And even the landlords, some of them are just moving mad, point blank. You know, they just raise fares for rent rather for absolutely no reason, right? And a simple experience or a simple story is a friend of mine who's currently paying 1.3 million naira got the apartment less than 2 years ago, and for absolutely no reason. Landlord just came one day, served a notice saying rent has been increased to 2 million naira from 1.3. Absolutely no reason. No renovations were done. He just woke up one morning and felt like, okay, I can do this. Yeah, that's Lagos for me.
So now, what is the most outrageous demand you've ever heard from a tenant as an agent?
So I had one client who was requesting for a 2-bedroom flat in Lekki, and her budget was actually 2 million to 3 million. And you know, now it's not possible to get a house in Lekki for 3 million because as a rent, yeah, but total package, no. So that's it. That's like the worst I have gotten so far. She wanted the total package to be 3 million on the dot. So no.
Okay, there's this particular client. She's a Yoruba person. Back to tribalism. She said she doesn't want any Igbo person in the compound. And the owner of the property is an Igbo person. She refused to take the apartment. So,
as a landlord, what would be the percentage ratio for you or your agent?
10%. 10%. Lagos government said 10%.